Yo! Good morning, good evening, and good afternoon, and welcome to Mew Gaming. I'm your host, Mew. And, we're on a Trickster Rogue. A Trickster Rogue, yeah. I'm doing my brand new account, my TR. Yes, I did use my guild to go off and get myself some decent gear from Barovia, I believe it's pronounced. We have started building Trickster Rogue. We need to collect all these priceless things because gold in mod 15 is going to be usable very, very much. So Trickster Rogues, before I even say anything, quick apology. If you hear my kid in the background, he is sitting next to me. He's only, what, 5 months old now? So he might be giggling, whining or crying in the background. When he does kick off, it will be time for me to stop the stream. So I don't know how long I'll be streaming for. You can hear him already. So yeah, Trickster Rogue. I've started a Trickster Rogue a while ago now. Elrond is his name. He is based off the Lord of the Rings character Elrond, obviously. Now, if you don't know anything about Lord of the Rings, Elrond did in fact use 2 blades. He is very much a Trickster Rogue, as you know, he's a bit wizardy. You know, Trickster Rogues have magic. You know, they can vanish. Don't know any other class that can vanish. Wow. So I've got all this to do. Lucky me, eh? Doing all again, getting all that stuff. We're going to have a quick look at my gear because I do need help. I need everyone's help as best I can. So I did go to Barovia and I did do some hunts with the good old clan. So shout out to the Jaded Knights. If anyone ever watches this who plays PlayStation, who is a part of the Jaded Knights, shout out to you guys and let me know in chat. So we've gone off with this crown thing. I just ran. These are the things I picked up. I did a few hunts and I picked them up. I know that they're not amazing, but they're best gear I had got for the time being. I believe the knotted garbs is the one thing I did actually hunt for. I wanted the knotted garb. I did, kiddo, I did. And there you go, got my knotted garb. I don't know if that's the best one or not from Barovia, but if you guys do know the best equipment, please, as I said, let me know. We got the gloves here. I have my primal stuff. I farmed that on Jasmine, my control wizard, to get those, because obviously they're much needed. Now I am running with a moderate fay. I don't have a lot of money at the moment. If you guys didn't hear, I actually bought 100 keys, opened 100 keys and got nothing, pretty much. The joys. So I have Raven's boots, obviously being the best boots I could have got at the moment. It does give me some armor pen, which is kind of nice. We have a legendary Shard of Orcus wand, which was given to me by a nice friend of mine, so thank you so much to him. And I've got a fragment key of stars, which I had for a while on Jasmine, so I just passed it over. We're also running our primal rings here. We will eventually have them on a Chult Tiger once I get a Chult Tiger. So these are the feats I'm running at the moment. This is for my multi-target. I do also have a setup with the Executioner, which does involve the bottom row here. I don't know if it's the right or not, but yeah, we have those. Boons, I have no boons right now. This is my companions. I don't really have many companions or anything good. Same for my mounts, you know, these are just pass over. Currently looking at a 10k, you know, it's not bad for where I am. Obviously, a little bit of cheating was needed. Behind the scenes cheating and things. Oh, let's get my son out of his bumbo. There you go, kiddo. Get out of your bumbo. There's a dummy. Or a binky, whatever you want to call it from wherever you are. There you go, good boy. So I really wanted to build a Trickster Rogue. It was definitely something that I've wanted to do for a while. It was in fact the last build of mine. I haven't built one before. My partner, she built one. It was rubbish. And I think that kind of deteriorated me from playing it because she struggled, she didn't understand, the mechanics of it were quite difficult. I've not tried it, so that's something for me to have a play with now, and I've really enjoyed it so far. I mean, especially me kind of role-playing as Elrond made it feel it made it feel comfortable. Weird as it sounds, it made me feel more, I enjoyed it more than I would have. I can't wait to actually, get to where I was with that Jasmine. Yeah, she was endgame practically. She was there, she was ready to just go over, and I could run dungeons by myself and be absolutely fine. Low tier dungeons, obviously, not massive dungeons. I think I could do up to CN by myself on Jasmine. CN was a bit of an issue with the Orcus being so buff, and, So if anyone does, have any advice, any tips on how to build a really strong, I want a powerhouse, I want to be able to be the badass DPS on those bosses. I mean, that's what I'm looking at. I'd like to be able to do with mobs as well, so I think that's why I've got a smoke screen at the moment. Smoke screen multi-target hits, which is, I believe, a must-have move. I see people using all sorts of stuff. I mean, let's have a look at the encounters I use. Let me get somewhere roughly safe. We can have a look at the encounters I'm using for this particular build. Somewhere safe. Oh, go away, crabs, so many crabs. So I do still plan on having my usual Christmas. That should be alright. Yeah. My usual Christmas giveaway. Again, I haven't actually got anything on this account, so it'll end up me spending money to give to you guys, which is cool. It won't be something amazing, like I said, it will always be something small and interesting, something basic, like, I don't know, it'd be a Glorious Surgeon's mount pack or something. Might grab one of those for you guys. So the powers I'm using, my at will is Sly Flourish. I believe this is best damage I can produce. Striker's combo does increase target's damage. The damage taken, by 10%, which is good. It means I can dish out a bit more damage. I'm using Dazing Strike. I like Dazing Strike. I like the fact it knocks a lot of people out, and it kind of cones, so it hits multiple people. And if I do need to, I'm just running through mobs, and I don't need to, be invulnerable for a bit, then that with my stealth, bigger cone, bigger damage. Whirlwind of Blades is the only one I really use. I don't use this one. I just focus more on blades, and it gives me more damage, more power, which is nice. Impossible to catch. Now, I use this when I'm in over my head, I can't. I feel like I need to be, invulnerable. I need to be untouchable, as it says here. And I very rarely use that as much as I'd like to use it more often. I use it a lot in Barovia. I think that's the only reason I was able to get to the hunts in Barovia, because I soloed the entire bit of Barovia up to the point where, you can then do hunts. And without that, I would have struggled. I did die a few times in Barovia. I think I only really struggled with one thing, and it's like in the graveyard section, you've got to go through like 4 stacks of dirt, and then these ghouls attack you. There's a boss, one of them. I think that's the only bit I struggled with. Glooming Cut is my other at will, and that's only because, you know, it does damage. Deals up to 25% more damage based on target's missing health. A Shadow Cross Slash that grants 20% of your stealth bar if you kill a target with it. Gets me my stealth back a lot quicker, so I do try and focus at least 1 or 2 of them with it at the end, so especially if I've got like, I bring in a bunch of them. I do a dungeon and I've got like 10-20 mobs, you know, out on me, and it's like, okay, I throw my smoke down, I go invulnerable, do a bit of damage, Glooming Cut, get that back up, be able to do my dazing again, or just go invulnerable again. It's fantastic, very useful. Smoke Bomb, as mentioned, Smoke Bomb is amazing. I love my Smoke Bomb. Dazing opponents were on the side of it, and then if I wanted to, and I wanted to get away, which I very rarely do, you know, invisible, drop that Smoke Bomb, slows them down, I run off. It's fantastic. One of my class features is obviously Invisible Infiltrator. When you use a daily power, your stealth meter is refilled for 5 seconds. Afterwards, your damage is increased by 5%. It's really good. I love this when doing things like Orcus, going after bosses. Again, another thing that really helped me when it came to Barovia was being able to, you know, hit my whirlwind. That would do extra damage. I could then pop. This would then activate. Allows me then to go back into stealth, invulnerability, and kind of like a cycle that took time to obviously build up, but we got there. Oppressive Darkness is my last class feature. When you have combat advantage, your powers deal additional piercing damage to the target. This really isn't very useful for me right now, but I believe with mod 15, when that comes out, this is then going to have something, an added buff to it, which will help solo player a bit more. I could be running Infiltrator's Action. You know, you gain combat advantage for 5 seconds, but I don't really use daily power as much as, you know, you would think. It's quite a rare incident for me to be running that daily power and using it. It's like combat advantage is just going to waste. So yeah, that's what this multi-kill build is all about. I mean, they do have one I use purely for bosses, and that I hope to be able to show you. We'll run up and find a fireplace, a campfire. Before people say anything about my mount, I chose this mount because I like the mount. I wanted a cool looking horse. Elrond would definitely use a horse. So we're going to go to boss target. Boss target, again, it's the exact same build pretty much. I haven't really done anything. My feet now follow the executioner pattern. I don't know if this is right at all. Like I said, please let me know. I know this video is at 13 minutes so far, but please let me know. We'll go through the powers on here. Again, I'm using that Sly Flourish. That's as my secondary at will this time. That buff at the end where you do, you know, you hit all that to get the combo bonus and do extra damage. It's great. We are then using Lashing Blade. This is my main source of counter power damage. Stealth Blade, 50% additional crit severity. It's pretty much guaranteed to hit a crit, which is beautiful. Duelist Flurry is my main at will when fighting with boss. Strike with 2 slashes followed by a Fury attack. Fury attacks from the Fury each have a chance to add a bleed effect, which can be stacked up to 10 times. I would normally try to do this 10 times in a row for a boss, and then go back to my L2, which people might be like, oh, you shouldn't be doing it, but I do. On this one, I definitely use Infiltrator's action. That's only because I won't be tanking, so I can get behind and get the combat advantage, and then add an extra combat advantage. If I'm there and I'm stuck behind them, I can't get behind them, for example, and I have to fight them in front of them. There are some bosses like that. Then this comes in handy. My main daily power is Courage Breaker. Shatter your enemy's courage, slowing their movement speed by 10 seconds and lowering their attack damage by 30%. In addition, the power is temporarily increased by 25%. This power ignores control effect immunity. You know, why not buff me? Take a buff, they take a debuff, everyone loves it. I also run with the Wicked Reminder, which is where I shred off their armor. So pierce your enemy's armor, cracking it for a period of time, lowering the target's damage resistance. This effect can stack up to 3 times. So taking 3 layers of armor off, that's great. That's like 30%. Doing that 3 times, I'm taking around 90. I think that's 90% taken off. I don't know. We'll just say 60, 90, whatever percent of their armor. That's fantastic. That's huge. Again, I run with that smoke bomb. Again, it does give me a bit of a daze if needed, and you know, it's a slow effect if I need it. It does do damage on top of the damage I'm already doing as well. Shocking Execution. I've never used this. You leap up and strike with a viewer's attack that deals piercing damage. Piercing damage cannot be deflected and ignores armor. If you hit a target who is below 20% hit points, your action points immediately refill. If this effect triggers, the next use of this power will cost action points regardless of your target's health. Any players killed, we don't care, that's PvP. Never used it, I don't even know what it does. If anyone knows, let me know. Last class feature, Invisible Infiltrator. When using your daily power, your stealth meter is refilled for 5 seconds, we already know this, and your damage is increased by 5 seconds, which is very nice. That's just what I'm using. I don't know if that's right, I don't know if that's wrong. People will have to explain to me and tell me if they know it's right or wrong. I can only hope it is right. I could join one of these Facebook groups, go on MMO Minds, those sort of things, and really look up and check on these things. But at the same time, you just can't trust what people are saying. I know a lot of people then say, yeah, no, use this build, use that build. That's great. I'd rather use the build that people who watch my videos, look at my content, know. And they go, oh, you know, you should be running this. This is a good damage source build. Now, I met someone like that today. In fact, this morning I ran a CN just before we hit 10 o'clock for the daily refresh. Later on today, which will be a couple of seconds, saying this video needs to be liked and you need to comment on it. You must be a subscriber, and that is how you enter. Just by doing those things. Like I said, I will personally go out and buy cash, spend my money on this game to get something decent for you guys. I might even try and get a mil AD for the winner, so then they can buy what they want to buy. I think that's a better idea. We'll do that, in fact, yes, that's what we will do. I'll buy a mil AD. So that's what you got to do. Keep an eye out for that video. Like this video as well. Liking this video, I will put 2 entries in if you like this video. As long as you're subscribed, like this video, like the next video, and tune into other videos. My Minecraft videos are about my builds. They themselves have hints to, you know, Neverwinter giveaways and things, other giveaways, PlayStation card giveaways, console giveaways. I have a spare console at home which I'm not using, and it is something I can give away. Yeah, I am playing a lot of RuneScape at the moment as well. Yes, I went back to RuneScape, and you won't see that on this channel. I don't normally record my RuneScape videos on here. I used to. I did a few, but not anymore. If you do play RuneScape, hit me up. You know, we can meet up. We can do things. I'm making a unique account. I'm making an Obimul tank. If you know what that is, then shout out to you guys. And eventually, when I hit 200 mil gold in that game, I will change it to an Elder Maul account, which is going to be an interesting one. But that's pretty much it for this chat on everything. Not much has happened, there's not much content, it's just mostly me talking today. I have to go and get my son from school. It is his last day, so don't expect any videos coming immediately soon, apart from the giveaway video, which will have information on it even more. We're only 3k away. You might get 3k SP. Yeah, you need to keep an eye out for that. That is an important video. If you do not like that video, you know, you're not getting into the giveaway. And if you guys have any knowledge, any advice that can help me on becoming the best trickster rogue, high damage god I want to be, then please leave your PSN or a way of contacting you, be Skype or something. Send me a message or anything, so I can message you, we can talk, we can build together, and we can actually be better than what I currently am. Next video, like I said, giveaway, keep an eye on that. The video following that will be a Minecraft build update. I would appreciate if everyone was able to have a look at that video. Just look at it, you know, you don't have to like it. You do, it would be nice to like it, but just click it. Click that video for me. Watch some of it. Design builds, tell me what you think. That's what I want to hear, that's what I want to see. People telling me that this build needs work. I was hoping I can get this level. We're going to get this level before I sign off. I go back to work February. For those who did ask a while ago, it won't mean I stop making content. I will. I work. I need to make money, but it will mean more money in my bank, which means I can put more Zen in the game for people. And I want to do weekly giveaways, and I'm thinking of doing weekly giveaways. What I'm thinking of doing is I pick up my daily key every day, and then with that, at the end of the week, I can then do a video opening it all and saying, right, comment, whatnot, and give it away to someone. Could get legendary in there. Who knows? Yeah, I got the level. Cool. And now my son decides he wants to listen to us all. Well, that's just worthless. I did all that level for nothing. So thanks very much, guys. Hopefully I will see you all very, very soon. And you've been watching Mew Gaming. Have a good evening. Thank you. Goodbye.